consistent in terms of his performances, and that is Shakil Ahmed. A decent first over.
Crime. Terrible. A spinner bowling a front foot, no ball.
And well, just as you are shocked, I believe so Shakil Ahmed was shocked as well. Something very unusual. See spinners bowling a no ball. That's well over the line.
So a free hit. It's a Pradeep on strike. Shimmy on the track. Back to back no balls. The free hit will stay. A valiant effort. 4 runs for Pradeep and more runs for RC.
Yeah, taking full advantage of free hit on this occasion was Pradeep. Stepping out of his crease and getting another boundary all of a sudden. It was 3 runs from his first over, and now the tally has gone to 10.
So back-to-back no balls. The free hit will stay. A signal coming from the umpire. 47 for no loss. Change of pace. Poor effort coming from Gagan Sodhi. A terrible piece of bowling. Now the fielders not helping the cause of the bowler here. 49.
No communication whatsoever. No matter at what position you're fielding, if you have fielders close by, the communication is very important. Now that's better. Varying the length, changing the pace. And with the single, score has raised to 15 over number 5.
This has been the problem we have seen the first game, the second game as well. The bowlers unable to break the partnerships here. A quicker delivery onto the off stump. They will be happy here. Renaissance challengers. 10 wickets in hand. 50 on board. Going at a run rate of 11.54.
That's beautifully bowled. Darting in to the right-handed batter. Not giving width outside the line of off stump. That has been the key feature of Shakil Ahmed's spell.
Tight piece of bowling. Quickly give me a name of a player, a left-arm orthodox who played for Australian team.
Well, Brad Hawk is a left-arm Chinaman, wrist spinner. Leading edge, lands right in front of the fielder. That concludes the over. 5 done, 51 without the loss of any wicket.
It's 5 overs as the Renaissance challengers have amassed 51 and there are no more casualties at the moment for the Renaissance challengers. Change in voice in the comm box. It's going to be me, Amin Wagle, and joining me in the comm box is going to be Pranav Mehta as well. Shah Faisal gets his second over. And boy, he's been a treat to watch. Change in teams, new colors for him. Pitches and short. Hint of swing. And you can certainly expect that from Shah Faisal. Was playing for the Royal Oman Stallions. in the previous edition of D10 and now in new colors in the Yalla Shabab Giants setup, and they'll certainly love his services here. He's got a lot to offer. Pitches in short once again, takes the aerial route. No fielder out there at deep mid-wicket. And Pradeep is amassing runs and he's doing it quickly. Renaissance challengers are certainly treading along well here. Have a look at that banged in shot. Rocks onto the back foot, helps himself towards that vacant deep mid-wicket region. Will always get a boundary there if it's left unguarded. Great response here from the Renaissance challengers. New faces in the challenger setup as well. Pranav Mehta joining me in the comm box.
Absolutely. Some great new faces. And just as we say that, the ball is straight up in the air. Can somebody get underneath it? Yes, 3 people. None of them can collect it.
Well, there wasn't any doubt about having hands on deck or having men under the ball. Captain Mohit Patel himself amongst the 3. Have a look at that. 3 of them trying to have an eye on the ball, trying to get underneath the ball. And all 3 do not manage to collect that one. So he'll live to see another delivery from Shah Faisal. Pradeep is doing things right at the moment. This time, wild swing towards the onside. Only a single. It's going to be Asif now on strike. 59 for 0. They're treating along well. Somewhere around 10 runs and over will always help them reach a respectable total. To go anything above that is always going to require something special from any of the batters that the Renaissance challengers might have in their ranks. Pitches in short again, but that accuracy and the pace that Shah Faisal is offering is proving something very, very difficult to deal with for the challenger batters at the moment. He's a quality act here, Faisal Shah. Knows how to set up batters, and he's a treat to watch, especially in the longer formats, the T20s or the one days, the 50 overs. Will always be exciting. Quite a few players from the Royal Oman Stallions are now playing in the Yalla Shabab Giants. Just from the top of the hat, you can have Shah Faisal, Zikriya Islam. Slashes hard in the air and dispatches that to the boundary. So what turned out to be a very, very nice over has now turned out to be quite ordinary. Still going for 10 runs in this over. Have a look at that.
You just can't give him width. And that's exactly what Faisal did. And he realized it very early as soon as the ball connected the bat. Wonderful strike. 6 overs done, 63 for no loss.
That's the story so far. No casualties, no wickets. Asif, Pathan and Pradeep are still out there in the center. 27 of 22 deliveries, Asif, and Pradeep is 29 of 16 deliveries. Overall, it's been a cautious start by Renaissance challengers. With the help of 7 extras, it's 63 for no loss at the end of 6. And I think the bulk of the scoring has been done by Pradeep. Once again, charging down to Mohit Bhai Patel, who's now into his second over. That last over for the day. He did bowl a couple of really, really good deliveries in his first over. However, unfortunately, he did go for quite a few runs, courtesy some good-looking shots by Pradeep. Slashes that, cuts that towards the offside. Going to be a quick 2 runs, and quickly we're also going to have a change in the combox. Numan, what's your take on the situation right now for the Renaissance challengers?
So far, so good. They're scoring at the healthy run rate. They're maneuvering the strike, getting a boundary every odd over. That's very important. Winning the toss and batting first.
Bowled him over as the captain Mohit Patel makes sure that they've had enough of Asif and Pradeep's partnership to flourish. Knocks the stumps over. Have a look at that.
Yeah, it was flighted delivery. It was right in his zone, played across the line. And a big wicket this. 29 of 24 for Asif Khan. 66 for the loss of first wicket.
Thank you, batsman. Momonte.
Well, Captain Mohit Patel has struck, and in walks Wasim Ali for the Renaissance challengers. He's a young lad, strong, tall, lanky, knows how to hit the long ball. Long levers, targets that cow corner, deep mid-wicket region. And this will be an exciting contest, especially against Mohit Patel. He offers the pace. Now it's just a matter of time. He can offer the ball right into the arc of Wasim Ali, and he would not hesitate to dispatch that beyond the boundary ropes. He's had quite a few good contests in this D series that Oman Cricket organizes year after year. Turns up, gives in stellar performances for the teams he plays for. Edge takes the outside edge. Long chase for Shakil Ahmed. And he'll comfortably get off the mark, and he'll get 2 as a matter of fact.
Well, Wasim has got the platform. The runs are coming. They're batting at over 10 runs per over. They've got a fairly decent start. And they are converting that into good score. And that's a requirement. That's a need of the hour. One batter out of these 2 should stay till the very end of this innings, if they have to go at around 110, 120.
Tries to go big towards the onside. Does not connect, but manages to get just a single. It's been a tidy over by Mohit Patel. And yes, of course, what's really important here is that wickets column is just 1 wicket, and you can already see Wasim Ali, who normally operates somewhere in the range of 4 down or 3 down, is now promoted up the order at this stage of the innings because they do back him as a pinch hitter. Coming in for the last delivery of his spell. Tosses it up, fails to connect. This time, Pradeep will certainly be disappointed he missed out on that. Nevertheless, they're still treading along well. 7 gone, it's 69 for the loss of 1 wicket. Renaissance challengers.
Batter fast, batter.
7 gone, 69 for the loss of 1 wicket, still going around or hovering around that 10 runs and over mark. And I believe the Renaissance challengers have done really well at the moment. They've been cautious, they've not lost too many wickets, just that one which went in the previous over of Mohit Bhai Patel. So that means most of their pinch hitters are still waiting and waiting impatiently, hands itching to get out there.
Right arm wrong.
Mohammad Sharafuddin, fresh face here for the Yalla Shabab Giants. Starts off with a lose now, and he'll certainly want to correct that straight away.
Outside the line of off stump. In fact, way outside the line of off stump. The plan that seems be at the moment from Mohammad Sharafuddin is that he wants to spray it away from the reach of Wasim Ali. We all know that Wasim likes hitting down the ground. So if you pitch anything in his hawk, he's not going to spare you.
Just like that, you can see the intent is quite clear, and he's in there for a very specific reason, and he's looking, he's itching to make sure that he makes that difference here, because it's already a couple of wides. So that means he's got those 2 extra deliveries now to line up Mohammad Sharafuddin. He's already bowled 2 extras. He will be under the pressure to get that first legal delivery for Renaissance challengers to face. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a juicy half volley? Is it going to be in the arc? Is Wasim Ali looking down the ground? There's a wide gap between long on and long off. Yes, he keeps it away from the left-hander. This time again, umpire will spread his arms and say, yes, it's a wide, and you'll have to bowl that again.
Here we can read the idea is right, away from the reach of left-handed batter. But again, you got to execute the plan well. Sharafuddin.
Wide once again, and this time he slashes it hard. There is a fielder out there trying and protecting that boundary, that wild slash. Gagan Sodhi.
Follow coming right arm over to you.
And to the right-handed batter now, Sharafuddin will go to the natural over the wicket. And let's see what he actually has in him to manage and get to make that one dent in the Renaissance Challengers innings, to create that blemish, because so far so good by the challengers at the moment. Goes wide outside the off stump, tries to follow the batter, and the umpire will not be interested.
Yeah, that's a good ball. Doesn't understand what Pradeep actually wanted to do, trying to bring out that scoop shot. And sometimes I wonder, if you are getting runs a conventional way, doesn't usually make sense, why you try to go for the unorthodox ways.
Easy, easy.
A decent over in the context of the game by Sharafuddin. He's bowled a couple of wides. Even with that, he has been decent and up to the mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Just my concern over here with Sharafuddin is that the pace that he's bowling, it's not really zippy, it's not nippy. And a batter of the stature of Wasim Ali and Pradeep can line him up. Just like that, down the ground, he's got the elevation. Has he got the distance? Yes, he has. And Wasim Ali will make it count. So the first maximum of the bat of Wasim Ali.
Yeah, that was a low full toss. Stepping out of his crease. Look at that. Straight over the head of the bowler. Trying to bowl a Yorker in the block hole pays the price.
This time tries to bowl it into the block hole, tad bit fuller, and he'll negotiate that just for a single. So that's enough damage done, I believe, in this over for Mohammad Sharfuddin.
सरफुद्दीन अंदर ही अंदर मुझे 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 ओके 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 वांटी वो बॉलिंग डाल रहा है इसलिए ओके सरफुद्दीन डीप डीप जाना पड़ेगा उसको बॉलिंग डाल रहा है ओके ओके कमो कालिक
Another young stalwart, Abdul Khalik, in for Yalla Shabab Giants, and Pradeep Wasim Ali has picked him up and he's holed out and he'll head back to the pavilion. Abdul Khalik has managed to pick up a wicket here at a very, very crucial juncture in the penultimate over. His second over of the match.
Wasim Ali is doing what he has been sent to do. Just try to get every ball away at the fence. A decent catch there by the fielder, bringing the end of Wasim Ali's innings.
Middle stump. Fire. Middle stump. Batsman bowler coming, right arm over, 5 more to go.
So first ball wicket for Abdul Khalik in his second over. And in comes the new batter, another left-hander. And drills it down the ground for a single. He's got an off strike.
Quite a timely blow this.
New.
They would surely want to get a couple of more wickets here by the Yalla Shabab.
Punches it towards the covers. There is protection out there. Zikriya Islam will do the cleaning up. Nadeem is the new batter. Abdul Khalik has kept it really tidy, went for 10 runs in his first over, and that's what the Renaissance challengers have been doing so well so far in this innings, and they have been going at 10 runs and over steadily. So what they really need right now is a big over, but now the time is slowly running out. You're already in the penultimate over. Can Pradeep accelerate from here, or does Nadeem have enough firepower to actually make a difference towards the end of this innings? Because so far so good here from Renaissance challengers, and now is the time to make that distinction in the innings where you can actually say that yes, we've got a hold on the game.
Yeah, this later phase of the innings, it has been dominated by Yalla Shabab. They've not given away extra runs. They have picked up the crucial wicket of Wasim Ali. And every now and then when a wicket falls, the pressure automatically shifts to the batting side. New batter coming in for him to settle at the crease, face a couple of balls. So Yalla Shabab, they are well and truly back in the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, in the first phase of this innings, they didn't get any wickets. This one's drilled towards long gone, and it's going to be a boundary, surprisingly, dissecting, or rather bisecting the two fielders, Mujibur Ali as well as the other fielder who came darting in from the cow corner. So that's an effective boundary finally here for the Renaissance challengers. Once again, they're inching towards that 10 runs and over mark.
Yeah, that was in the slot. Drilled on the onside. Big gap between the two fielders. And the ball raced across the curtains for a boundary.
So that's an end to the over. 9 gone. The Renaissance challengers are 87 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Drill stump. Bowler coming right arm round.
Nadeem still out there. He's fresh to the crease and now he's into his last over of this Renaissance Challengers batting effort. 87 for 2 is where they find themselves at the moment. Wide, and Sharfuddin once again straying off the mark. Can Renaissance Challengers reach that respectable 100-run mark? In a format like this, is a 100-run mark respectable? Is it a good total, or is it just a par total that you really need to get to?
Well, with the quality of cricket we have seen so far, still early days, I tell you what, no total is a secure total in a 10-over game. Once again, away from the reach of a left-handed batter. That seems to be the plan by Sharfuddin. So yes, 100 is a psychological barrier. But as we've seen in the first match, 109 was chased down. In the previous game, 93 was defended. So cricket is unpredictable. Whosoever puts in the real hard work is going to be the winner at the end of the day.
Wide once again, and Sharfuddin will really need to pull up his socks here. As a matter of fact, if you look at it, Yalla Shabab Giants, they've got some players, quite a few players from that Oman Stallions, Royal Oman Stallions setup. Of course, you could see Shah Faisal. I can see Zikri Islam, who's part of this side. Gagan Sodhi. And they're the D10 champions of the last edition. Beautiful, beautiful delivery here. Nice and deep into the crease, targeting the batter's feet. And very difficult to get away with. Nadeem will only manage a single. They are 10 runs short of that 100-run mark. And they've got 4 balls remaining to reach there. Just a game of couple of boundaries to cross that 100-run barrier, the 3-figure mark. The question is, who's going to take that responsibility on their shoulders? Is it going to be Pradeep? He's been there, he's been out there since the very beginning of this innings.
Yeah, he's faced around 4 overs, 23 deliveries. Has to take the responsibility now.
Big shot, it's in the air. No fielder, landing in no man's land, but a quick throw will ensure that they just manage to get a single. So that's some good efficient fielding here by the Yalla Shabab Giants setup. They know their drills, they know that they've managed something decent. They've negotiated this Renaissance Challengers innings really, really well.
And this guy has been brilliant, apart from a few wides in his spell.
Once again, wide off the crease. And going just away from Mohit Bhai Patel, or Monty as his friends call him. Does not manage to get hold onto it. What it would have done is not only get a wicket, but also get a dot ball, but that was not to be.
Yeah, trying to drill that one over the short third fielder. A valiant effort there by Mohit Patel, ensuring that the ball doesn't go across the fence for a boundary. But nevertheless, that would be counted as a drop catch.
Which means Pradeep's back on strike. Big shot, this time once again in the air. No fielder in that cover region. Most of the time you would find boundary riders at this point in time, at this stage of the innings. And that would mean you just have one regulation delivery remaining. And it's going to be Nadeem who has to do that one last big hit.
Here the question remains, they can still go across 99 runs mark if they manage to get a boundary of this ball. They would surely try to do that. 9.3. Will they be able to go across 9.9? That's a good ball. Brilliant over from Sharafuddin. They'll only scamper through for a single. 94 is what Renaissance Challengers have managed to put on after electing to bat first by winning the toss. Brilliant and decent bowling performance this by Yalla Shabab.
Absolutely. They'll be happy with whatever effort that their bowlers have put in. They've managed to keep things tidy. Yes, they've gone for those odd boundaries. At the end of the day, it's 9 runs and no over game. And they'll be happy because they've got that firepower in their batting lineup to ensure that they can reach this target with ease. The two batters here, Pradeep, who's been out there opening for this Renaissance Challengers side. 25 balls, 38. And the guys in pink, the Yalla Shabab Giants, have certainly made sure that they walk in with their heads held high. Of course, these guys will be under focus, the guys in the front.
We're talking about the batting, 94 in 10 overs. 29 for Asif. Pradeep remained unbeaten, 38 of 25. Wasim and Nadeem couldn't do the bulk of scoring. 94 is what they've managed in 10 overs.
Yalla Shabab Giants put out a very, very good performance here with the ball, in my opinion. Abdul Khalik, 2 overs, 1 for 19, and then there was Mohit Bhai Patel who picked up that second wicket, 1 for 19 in his 2 overs. So it looks like a very, very similar sort of a batting card here. They've all gone for roughly around 9 runs and over. So 94 for 2 and with the help of 11 extras.
94 is what they've managed in 10 overs, and that's how the innings panned out. Renaissance Challengers winning the toss, deciding to bat first. Asif Khan getting some quick runs up the order. Reading the length, depositing the ball over the mid-wicket fence. With him was Pradeep. Got some good runs straight down the ground as well. Then came in Shakil. Bowled a decent first over. Conceded a few dot balls in his second one. Pradeep held one end, scored runs on the other hand. Mohit Patel got the better of Asif. Then came in Wasim Ali, struck some lusty blows.
And then that was one good blow from Wasim Ali, but then on the very next delivery of that first ball of the over, he holed out to Zikriya Islam. And a boundary, the boundaries kept coming and going for Renaissance Challengers. That very last boundary that we showed, bisecting 2 fielders. Right then, so that's the task cut out for the Yalla Shabab Giants. They require 95 runs to win off 10 overs at nearly 9, or rather 9.5 runs and over. We'll take a short break. On the other side of the break, it's going to be the run chase. Do stay tuned.
Welcome back after a short break. It's the other side of the innings. If you're looking at the scorecard, Renaissance challengers 29 for Asif. Pradeep not out there on 38, couldn't capitalize towards the end. Wasim tried to make a contribution, 11 to him, and Nadeem stayed not out for 5. Definitely did not finish the way they would have wanted to. 94 on the board for them. When we're talking about the bowling card, Mohit Patel got a wicket, Abdul Khalik got a wicket, but what's more important is everybody was tight, everybody was tidy, and that's the reason they finished well. And 95 to get for Yalla Shabab Giants, and they will fancy their chances, especially the way with which Renaissance Challengers started the first innings. All power, couldn't finish well. Yalla Shabab Giants, they are a wonderful team, and they would fancy their chances. 95 to chase in the second innings. Fawad will definitely have the ball in his hand, the left-arm pacer for Renaissance Challengers. He's known for picking up early wickets, and that's exactly what Renaissance Challengers require. What will motivate them is that match of Muscat Thunderers where they dominated despite having just 90 odd on the scoreboard, and that's exactly what Renaissance Challengers would be looking at. We've got runs on board, and let's play with it.
Batsman, bowler coming left arm over.
The required run rate 9.5. That's not going to be bothering the Yalla Shabab Giants. They are a very strong and deep batting lineup. We've already seen the powerhouse of Gagan Sodhi. That'll come later in the innings. He can strike maximums at will.
Let's play.
Let's play, says the umpire, and we are on the way. Forward. Out of the arc of the left-handed Mujibur. A little bit too much swing under light. We know the ball does move a little bit under light. The wrist position is where he would like to work on, Fawad. Well kept, nonetheless. A tireless job, that of a wicketkeeper, never appreciated. Struck well, but no runs whatsoever. Mujibur. He's a free-flowing lad. What Fawad needs here is a wicket, and that of Mujibur could certainly pump the team up, and that's exactly what is wanted. Mujibur. Shot wide, and it will be signaled as extras. This is not a great start for Fawad. They don't have a lot on the board to play with, and that's exactly why he needs to be spot on. Alongside me, it's going to be Amin Wagle for the first 5 overs. Amin, what do you think? 95 on the board.
Very good evening, and of course this is an exciting contest here. Renaissance Challengers versus Yalla Shabab Giants. And it's an exciting contest between bat and ball because the Yalla Shabab Giants have got some exciting pinch hitters amongst their ranks. Any total is not too small for them. Rather not too large for them. Straying down the leg side. Now this is where the Renaissance Challengers come into the picture because they need to show what a disciplined bowling attack they have from here onwards, because 95 runs is not a big ask, but if you bowl the right way, just the way the Yalla Shabab Giants did, trying and restricting all those big hits, that's when you can succeed in defending a total. The first two matches of the afternoon and in the evening, you've noticed that the team batting second have got awfully close to that target. The first match was won by the second team batting second. The second match, they've just lost by a couple of runs.
In the arc, and this is going to be punished. Mujibur is a strong lad, and anything in his arc is always going to be traveling and traveling the distance. A maximum to his name.
He's an attractive player, and so is any left-hander worth their salt. Have a look at that beautiful flow of the bat, brilliant balance. I could just frame that occasion there where he connected the bat onto the ball. Have a look at that. Fawad will not like that as a form of a highlight. So finally, the first maximum here, Mujibur Ali. He's got a couple of balls to face, couple of legal deliveries, and he's already dispatched one for a maximum. Definitely pushes it towards the offside, only a single.
This is good cricket. This is very good cricket. You hit one for a maximum, rotate the strike, go to the other side. Let's make sure that Sashev also has a look in.
Yeah, leg.
They would like to set the tournament in line to their expectations. With a target like 95, get a win, probably around the 9th over, 8th over, and get some confidence to themselves. On the other side, Renaissance challengers would be believing in themselves after seeing that match from Muscat Thunderers. They would believe they can defend this.
Trickles down the leg side, they'll steal that single. And this is what an early boundary does to your mentality, to the way you approach the innings. You've got that big boundary in the first couple of, or first three deliveries, and suddenly the rest of the over just seems like a cakewalk. All you want to do is rotate, strike for singles, look for creative ways to get those singles converted into twos, and try and maximize on that. You don't need to be hunting for boundaries on every ball.
He's struggling with confidence at the moment. Fawad starting with 3 wides in a row. And the very next delivery was dispatched for a maximum. And that's where it's hurt his confidence. Sweeper coming in, long on going back for Mujibur. Does realize that there's a lot of bottom hand that comes into play for Mujibur.
This time, once again, pitches it in short. He's cut that well. The ball is darting towards the boundary ropes. The sponsors will be happy of the names on those boards. And Mujibur Ali will help himself for another boundary.
What Mujibur does here is that he makes that fielder who came in to the circle jog back to the boundary to fetch the ball. As if just saying to the fielder, what are you doing? This is my area. And it's my area of dominance. Mujibur is off to a flyer. 11 of 4.
This time in the arc, catch it was the call. Slightly uppish. It's not going to be a boundary. A little bit of work there for the fielders down the ground. Couple of runs over, says the umpire. 17 runs off that Fawad over. And the Yalla Shabab Giants are on their way.
ये दोनों बस ये दोनों मैं जा रहा हूँ इधर पीछे जाना आप पीछे जाना ये किधर आएगा नदीम बच्चा पकड़ के हाँ टाइमर जा रहा है आगे गोल कर ले गोल कर ले नदीम एक गोल कर ले हां लेग भाई इमरान सेंटर नदीम टाइमर जा रहा है उसको बता दे वसीम हेलमेट का बोल दो लेफ्ट आर्म राव
The left arm spinner will come into the attack from the Oman LNG end. Nadeem. He has a wonderful arm ball that could trouble Saishiv.
ओके कीपर
Nadeem will once again ploy his trade here for the Renaissance challengers. Slight stoppage in play. The umpire insists on the keeper to get a lid on his head.
Precautions. Precautions are really important in the modern day cricket. No chances whatsoever. And there the keeper has got the helmet, the protection gear. A few deaths around the world, and that's where the precaution has become so important.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd never know how a pitch behaves sometimes. It could hit that odd stone on the deck as well. Charging down the track, very first ball, Sai Shiv. However, the ball did come in sharply to the right-hander. A couple of runs here to the credit of Sai Shiv.
Immediately showing the arm ball to Sai Shiv, angling it into the right-hander and angling it late. Talking about the odd bounce, the keeper just saved his head courtesy of an odd bounce.
Once again, this one's another good ball, following the batter away from the leg stump as well. Just another single. So now, all of a sudden, Renaissance challengers are going to be believing that, yes, of course, if we can manage to pull in 3 good overs, all that big hitting and all those loose runs that have gone can be redeemed. And you can be put back into the driving seat, try and control the proceedings out there in the middle.
Although what's going to be more interesting is this battle between Nadeem and Mujibur, because the left-hander will certainly fancy his chances. Long on and mid-wicket in place. And the arm ball continues from Nadeem, angling it away from the left-hander. They need a wicket here.
Allows him to free his arms. Will steal only a single. Not managing to get a hold of it, Mujibur Ali. So now this is turning out to be a very nice over. And one would just wish that the Renaissance challengers had gotten things right in that very first over by Fawad. Because so far so good. 4 balls, 4 runs. Nadeem's done everything right.
It's so important. I mean, when you get the new cherry on this occasion, the new ball, you have to do justice to your team. Once again, the arm ball. That's exactly what was going to be troubling Sai Shiv. On this occasion, the timber has been castled and he is going to be walking back. Nadeem has drawn first blood here.
Exciting stuff here. He managed to keep his cool, managed to keep his line and length, kept to his tactics. Have a look at that. Once again, just darting the ball into the right-hander, and this time the pace and the pitching point was slightly different than his earlier deliveries, and that's got the better of Sai Shiv Narayan, who has to walk back to the pavilion for just 4. He's taken 4 balls out there. Bowled Nadeem, and it's Yalla Shabab Giants who are 21 for the loss of 1.
Sai Shiv had certainly not done his homework, and that's resulted in his downfall. And in walks Zohaib Amanat, another left-hander. Another arm ball will be struck straight down the ground for a single. 2 overs done, 22 for the loss of 1. Yalla Shabab Giants.
मीडियम पेस नहीं स्पिनर स्पिनर हाँ इसका थोड़ा बाहर आएगा अच्छा तो आप थोड़ा फाइन ही रखना ओके 1 2 3 4 एक बार ठीक है थोड़ा फाइन इधर इधर रहना हाँ ओके ओके थैंक यू इधर ही है ना थोड़ा इधर आप
Imran Ali is the new bowler.
इधर जल्दी
So
जल्दी
that's the first change that Renaissance challengers have brought in. And it's courtesy those left-handers out there in the center. Loose delivery, helps himself towards the leg side, behind the keeper, and it's going to be a boundary. A no ball as well, so that's added insult to injury. He's not had a good start.
That's extremely poor from Imran. You want to bowl it accurately on the very first delivery. On this occasion, a chest high full toss, resulting in a no ball, and the batter had to just touch the bat. Can he make a comeback here? Struck straight down the ground. The fielder will have a lot to do, and I believe Nadeem has done well there.
Yeah, he's done well there.
come on boy
He made sure he released the ball right in time. I'm pretty sure the replays will show that. The umpires will have a check.
थोड़ा सीधा
What a brilliant effort here. Just in time. Making sure that he saves 2 crucial runs. So a pretty ordinary over from Imran so far.
Ui. Come on boy
What a ball. What a ball by Imran. Firing it in.
come
He's
on,
trying to
boy.
make a comeback here. 2 very good deliveries. After the first ball going for a 5.
Bowling.
Another one, fired it in. This time it was a low full toss.
That just shows that he was trying to get into the groove, and of course that first ball was one of those rare occasions where you can just, it can always happen to any sort of a player, a loosener. After that he's been top notch. In the slot, loud shout, umpire not interested, but Imran was certainly very interested.
Was there some part of the bat? That's exactly what my emotions were. Probably a little bit of inside edge. No, I don't think so. Yes, we do have the luxury of the replay. Once again fired it in, and this occasion he's got the back of Mujibur. The destructive Mujibur is going to be walking back. This is a brilliant comeback from Imran after that disastrous delivery, and what a wicket to have in his ranks.
Absolute amazing deliveries, absolutely peach of a delivery here from Imran, and he's got the better of the dangerous looking Mujibur Ali, who started off really well in that first over, but now all of a sudden has to head back to the dressing room for a very ordinary looking score. 11 ball 14 for Mujibur Ali as the Yalla Shabab Giants are 28 for 2. Imran has struck, and he struck at the right time, I believe, in the third over. And in walks Hasnain
थोड़ा स्टेट में
Wahab, Hasnain Nul Wahab, another import from the Royal Oman Stallions into the Yalla Shabab Giants. Hasnain Ul Wahab is an exciting young talent here.
Oh, beauty यार
What a delivery. What a delivery to sum it up. 3 overs done. 28 for the loss of 2 Yalla Shabab Giants.
इधर आ जाओ ना देखो कहाँ पे खाली है मैं बॉल हटा दो पहले बॉल हटाओ बोल रहा हूँ आपको आप खड़े हो उधर यार फास्ट फास्ट हाँ ओके ओके
Sufyan Mahmood has the ball in his hand from the Oman LNG end. The only way they're going to be defending this total is by bowling tight and picking wickets at regular intervals.
False start here for Sufyan Mahmood, and he's probably well known for his distinction of claiming a hat trick in the semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken, in the previous edition of D10. So he's certainly a player to watch out for as far as the Renaissance challengers are concerned. Coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Big shot down the ground. It's aerial. Catch it is the call on the very first delivery, because Wasim Ali does not drop many. Captain cool, captain dependable, Sufyan Mahmood picks up his very first wicket of the night.
We were asking for wickets, and that's exactly what Sufyan Mahmood has done here. He's known for picking wickets at regular intervals. He's needed a wicket, and he's given a send-off here. What a time to pick up a wicket here from Sufyan Mahmood. Zohaib Amanat, who was looking good, is going to be walking back for 6 of 4 deliveries, courtesy of that wonderful catch from Wasim Ali. Yalla Shabab Giants, 28 for 3.
Come on, Sufyan bhai.
Enter Sandman. It's Gagandeep Sodhi. Another import from the Royal Oman Stallions into the Yalla Shabab Giants. He knows a thing or two about finishing the game in style, and believe it or not, it's going to be a tough task, and it's going to be an exciting contest watching the military medium pace of Sufyan Mahmood against Gagan Sodhi. Have a look at that field.
So 3 fielders in the circle on the offside, 1 behind at fine leg, and everyone else on the boundary, because in walks the powerhouse of Yalla Shabab Giants. Batters come in two categories: technical, and then it is Gagandeep Sodhi. Immediately looking for a big one, and it's missed everything. Not just the batter, not just the stumps, not just the wicketkeeper. Everything on the way to the boundary.
The first run here for Gagandeep Sodhi. He's managed to get something of a bat maybe. Let's have a look at that replay so that we get a better idea. Have a look at that. Straight away tickles him with a little bit of short stuff. Gets the inside edge or the thigh pad. Nevertheless, the result is what matters, and it's 4 byes given.
Oh, beauty.
Not looking to give any room whatsoever to Gagan is Sufyan Mahmood. He's had a look at Gagan in the previous edition. Does realize that Gagan hits a long ball. Anything around his bat, forget about the middle of the bat, is going to be traveling. That's the kind of power that Gagan generates.
Well, I guess if reputation precedes performance, if that's concerned, then Gagandeep Sodhi has a tremendous and a very, very famous reputation that precedes him. Nevertheless, Hassanul Wahab is a decent act himself, and he's up against Sufyan Mahmood.
Oh, beauty, yaar. Sufyan.
Tries to play it down the ground. It's only going to be a single. Now this is turning out to be a gem of an over by Sufyan Mahmood. He's picked up a wicket, so that means it's a dot ball. He's given 4 byes, which are not counted in his quota. At the end of the day, it's 34 for 3, and somewhere down the line, this over is turning out to be a very good one for the Renaissance challengers.
Ek aur aayega,
Just like how
Sufyan.
Sufyan has a good look at Gagan, Gagan would have also had a good look at Sufyan as well, and he would have surely some plans for Sufyan. Does bowl a lot of change-up pace. Another
Oh, yeah.
cutter.
Come on, beauty,
He
Sufyan.
loves his cutters, and that's exactly what Sufyan is doing at the moment, keeping things tight, not giving any runs whatsoever.
Excellent, Subi bhai, yaar.
Well, he's
Oh, the
being
अच्छा
backed by the
Subi bhai.
keeper. He's been backed by his fielders, whoever are close in. But just have a look at that. The moment Gagan Sodhi and Hasnainul Wahab are out there in the center, you suddenly see most of the fielders are banished to the ropes, as many as they are allowed.
This is really interesting. There is no covers whatsoever. Nobody at the covers. 3 players behind square on the offside, 1 player behind square on the leg side, and everyone else at the boundary line. Almost like a spinner. Does he consider himself as one?
What's also interesting, he's employing his trade from around the wicket. Picks it up, and of course, this will be into the hands of that fielder, Nadeem. Brings an end to a very, very effective over as far as the figures are concerned, as Sufyan ends with just 4 runs and he's got a success in this over. Otherwise, it's 36 for the loss of 3 wickets. The Yalla Shabab Giants at the end of 4. That's the story so far for the Yalla Shabab Giants. Mujibur Ali started well, 14 of 11 deliveries. Sai Shiv and Zoeb could not do much. And of course, Hasnainul Wahab and Gagan Sodhi have just walked out. So we can expect a lot of things here. 8 extras in this innings already. 4 of them courtesy those buys that Sufyan Mahmood conceded in his over. Interesting bit. They're probably going to be bowling out the left-arm orthodox Nadeem. Cuts it well. Manages to get a little bit of hand onto it. The fielder at point. Going to be just a single. So they've done well here.
The reason for Nadeem to be bowling, or rather bowling out his spell, is because till the ball is newer, it'll skid in. His arm balls will be even more effective. And probably one more point which will be into consideration is Gagan doesn't have a lot of footwork. And that's exactly what he's targeting. He's targeting the pads, he's targeting the stumps.
Yeah, from ball number 1, I think Nadeem's idea is to bowl those arm balls, try and dart the ball into the right-handers, because he knows that any sort of width offered, and both these 2 batters will make sure it's dealt with severely. Just like that, huge swing by Gagan Sodhi, trying to get under the ball. Misses out on this occasion. It's just a matter of when he connects bat to ball. And if he does, we all know what's going to happen. At the moment, the Renaissance Challenger bowlers are doing absolutely brilliant. They've not yet gone for plenty. Cuts it straight into the hands of the fielder. So now the pressure is mounting on Hasnainul Wahab and Gagan Sodhi. Will this create that sort of a pressure wherein they'll have to throw a wicket away just in the, in the way of getting some boundaries to their name? Big shout, but I think there was an inside edge.
What you get with Renaissance Challengers is that they'll always be looking to bowl a tight line, and their field is always going to be defensive. They'll be waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. And so much of that would be coming with the captain's approach.
We're already on the last delivery of this over, and if this turns out to be a dot or a single, that's 2 back-to-back overs where only 4 runs have been conceded, and that's absolutely brilliant. Tries to go for the big shot down the ground, but once again it's that ball that darts into the right-hander. Just a single. That would mean Gagan Sodhi keeps strike in the second half of this innings. 40 for 3 at the end of 5, as Nadeem has completed a spell 1 for 9.
So it is Gagan who is fighting a battle there in the center. As in the com box, it is Mudassir who joins me. Mudassir, what do you think of the match? 5 overs, 40 on the board, 3 wickets down. Even Steven in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants or Renaissance Challengers.
Good evening, Pranav. And as of now, it's 60-40 in favor of Renaissance Challengers, I believe. 40 on board, half of the overs done in the second innings. It's always good to see the teams making a comeback. They went for runs. Yes and no between two batters, but a wayward throw. Couple of runs has been taken, and coming back to your question, Pranav. The first over, Fawad leaking 19 runs. In fact, 17. And after that, a good recovery, I would say, from the bowlers of Renaissance Challenge, especially Nadeem and Sufyan Mahmood, the captain himself, got a wicket to his name.
Need Fawad to bowl a very economical over here and wind things up. Wicket is the need of the hour. If he can get one, especially that of Hasnain Wahab, we know what he can do, and we know about Gagan as well. Both power hitters. If one of the wickets is captured by Renaissance Challengers, I think they would be well in control of this game.
Oh, absolutely. And I also believe it's like a blessing in disguise for all these teams missing out big names. And you can see the hunger in these youngsters to perform well in the absence of their heroes. A cutter, a poor delivery, nicely managed, always in control, in command. A maximum, a much needed maximum.
Let's not forget this is the power play. The batting power play. And Hasnain making the most of it, hitting it through the line, over mid-off. And what a wonderful strike was that.
Clearly not his day. Fawad going for plenty of runs. The premier fast bowler leaking runs and taking full advantage is Hasnain.
What a shot. What a shot. Back-to-back boundaries for Hasnain al-Wahab. He's cutting loose here. This was in his arc on the leg side. And with the batting power play, there is no protection whatsoever at deep square leg.
Terrible stuff from the bowler. Easy picking. Risk comes into play. No protection at deep square leg. One bounce, 4 runs, so a maximum followed by a boundary. A partnership flourishing between Hasnain and Gagan. Known for getting those quick runs in this side, Hasnain and Gagan Sodhi.
Again, through the line. Although on this occasion it will be cut off. And a good fielding will keep it down to 1. What Fawad needs to do is execute the ball in the correct areas. He needs to cut that angle off, bowl it in the block hole so that the long on and deep mid wicket comes into play. And keep it just shade outside, probably middle, probably off stump. Cannot go towards the leg because there is no protection there.
Especially on the surface, if you can bowl those bumpers and keeping back off line deliveries, it might help you. Bowling full, you're asking for punishment. There you go. Poor piece of bowling continues by Fawad Ali. A glorious looking drive towards the offside, ends off with the boundary. 6 overs done. Looking good is Yalla Shabab now.
What an incredible powerhouse. Gagan, Sodhi. Doesn't need to do much, just needs to get bat to ball. This was in his arc. And showing it the shape, just wide of covers. And 4 was written all over it. 58 on the board for the loss of 3 at the end of 6 as Yalla Shabab. Wasim Ali will come into the attack and he'll do so from the Oman end. Does bowl a lot of arm balls. And that's exactly what he looks to do. Starts off with an arm ball.
18 runs lead by Fawad Ali in the previous over. Back on track, Yalla Shabab.
That is poor. That is poor from Hasnain ul Wahab. Just when Yalla Shabab Giants was looking to make a comeback, it is Wasim Ali who has captured the wicket of Hasnain ul Wahab, courtesy of some wonderful wicket-keeping skills behind the stumps. And what a time to pick up a wicket here.
Showing his class with the ball, Wasim Ali. That is why he's rated one of the best left-arm orthodox in this region. He knows the batsman coming down the track, keeping it simple, bowling it away from the right-hander. Easy work for Pradeep Airi. Hasnain ul Wahab departs. A much-needed breakthrough has been provided by Wasim. 58 for the loss of 4.
Come on, Nadim. ठीक है
58 for the loss of 4, and Shakil walks into the middle for Yalla Shabab Giants, and he's going to be joining the likes of Gagan. A lot will depend on Gagan now, especially with Wahab walking back. Quick single will get Gagan on strike.
The battery deep down the order, Yalla Shabab at the fall of Hasnain.
Come on, boys.
In comes Shakil Ahmed straight away off the mark.
Come on, guys.
This will be a good contest between bat and ball.
Catch आ रहा है
The
ना
hard hitter Gagan Saudi really fancy his chances against Wasim Ali.
हो गया
They'll look to continue picking up wickets here. That's the only way they can stay in the game, especially that of Gagan. That's the prize wicket. That struck. There is a fielder coming underneath it. This is going to be the catch. That is the catch. Nadeem has caught it. What a time to pick up a wicket. What an over from Wasim Ali. 2 wickets in it and 2 prize wickets.
The gamble nicely working in favor of Renaissance challengers. Holded Wasim Ali till the 7th over and double strike. What an excellent catch running forward. Nadeem taking that excellent catch. Gagan Sodi, the danger man, departs 11 of 10 balls, 59, half of the side back in the hut.
Come on, beauty, Nadim.
That'll bring Zakaria Islam to the middle. 2 new batters, Shakil Ahmed and Zakaria Islam. And a lot will depend on them. They need to not only stitch a partnership, and they need to do that in a quick time. 95 runs to win. Can they do it? Can they turn the numbers around? Arm ball. That's exactly what Wasim is looking to do. He does realize that Yalla Shabab Giants are in a lot of pressure and he's looking to hold things tight.
I'm a bit surprised Zakaria coming at number 7. Used to play top of the order for Oman Stallions. Running hard. Good work done by Ifraq. What an over. Just couple of runs and couple of wickets in his first over for Wasim Ali. 60 on board. 5 wickets down, 7 overs done.
इमरान जल्दी आना बाकी टाइम नहीं है उधर ही रहो ना क्यों आ रहे हैं आप उधर ही जाओ पीछे सामने कैप्टन -6 minutes come on इमरान भाई ये तीनों ठीक है ये आप भी ठीक है ये थोड़ा इधर हाँ ठीक है भाई
What an over from Wasim Ali. 2 of 2 as Shakil and Zakaria look to stitch a partnership. 18 balls. Imran is going to be bowling the 8th over here. Looking to keep it wide, out of the arc. Wide signal by the umpire.
We've already seen look like of Shoaib Akhtar as well as Malinga now. He reminds me of Sakhlain Mushtaq.
He's a miser bowler. Doesn't leak a lot of runs. Would have been mighty disappointed with that 5 extras that he conceded. Not 5 extra. Yeah, 5 extras. No ball and a boundary of the very first delivery that he bowled Imran. Ever since that, it has been spot on. Just 3 runs from the other 7 deliveries that he's bowled. Looking to cut late. Quick single and a dive will keep them safe. Looking for an extra run. Won't be on this occasion.
A wayward throw, thought of that second run, but no chance of that. The previous over, pulling things back in their favour. So the spinners doing a pretty good job. So after this, couple of overs will be left in this game. I think one will be bowled by Wasim Ali, the other one by the captain himself, Sufyan Mahmood.
But as a matter of fact, talking about maths, 31 of 15 deliveries. Very doable. Possible, right? It's just that Yalla Shabab Giants have lost a lot of wickets. And that's exactly something that was portrayed by Mohammad Nadeem earlier in the earlier games.
It's quite possible. As you say, they need 5 maximums here.
Or a little bit of help from Imran. He's struggling to keep the ball down at the moment. This one was a juicy full toss. Not able to put it away. The Shakil on this occasion.
This is what the pressure does to you. Even a juicy full toss. Could not find a single run on that.
Look at the way he's fired it in. No chance whatsoever for Shakil. Angled it into the left-hander. Quick one. No chance whatsoever.
Mind games coming down the track and well read by the bowler. Pulling length back. So far a tight over. He needs to find a boundary here, Zakaria Islam.
Looking for a big one. The keeper has not had a great day so far. He's been struggling behind the stumps. All said and done. 8 overs done. 66 for the loss of 5 wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants.
come on, boy.
A lot depends on Zakaria. 29 required of 12 deliveries. It is very much doable, but for it to happen, it is Zakaria who will need to cut loose.
And a lot depend on Wasim Ali as well for Renaissance challenges to defend this target. He needs to bowl a tight over here.
Bowling.
No chance whatsoever. Right in the block hole. This is brilliant bowling from Renaissance challengers. They've looked to keep things tight. They've kept things simple. The fielders have been spot on for majority of the time. 3 fielders behind square on off, 1 fielder behind square on leg. That's been the standard field. Dancing down the dragon. What a catch! This is certainly one of the catches of the tournament. What wonderful reflexes from Wasim Ali. Taking the catch of his own bowling that was well struck from Zakaria. And to hold on to it, this is some class act from Wasim Ali here.
What a catch. The danger man, Zakaria Islam, departs. Excellent captaincy. And look at that effort. Blinder has been taken off his own bowling. Shimmy down the track, struck hard. But safe hands. Wicket number 6 going down. Zakaria Islam managing just 366 for the loss of 6.
Come on, boy. Excellent, boy. Come on, yaar. Ye bade. थोड़ा नजदीक नजदीक यहाँ गैप बहुत हो गया आप भी हाँ ठीक है थोड़ा सा
In walks the new batter with a lot of responsibilities on his shoulder. Faisal, the man who is known for his ball in his hand, will have to do the act with his bat in his hand on this occasion. He can strike a long ball. Let's not forget that. He's a tall lad. Big reach. And a big heave. Although the ball stays in the keeper's hands. What do you think, Mudassar? Possible? 19.33 is the required run rate at the moment.
Asking for too much from these tail end, especially Faisal. Shakil is struggling. And on this wicket, it's not easy to take on the spinners. Has been very impressive, Wasim Ali.
What about miracles?
Oh, yeah.
Big heave on the leg side.
Non-strike.
Will stick to a single. Lot depends on Shakil now. With eight balls to go in the second innings.
Come on, boy.
Last couple of deliveries left in this over. He needs to get at least 10 runs here.
Pretty difficult here. Looking for a massive heave. Does not get anywhere. This is what happens when you're looking to get too much too late.
And credit should be given to Sufyan Mahmood, the way he led this side. Not having the support of Akib Ilyas. Managing quite well the side here, Sufyan Mahmood.
And especially after that 17-run over from Fawad Ali to start off.
28-29 ऐसे.
Came out with a plan, giving that 7th over to Wasim Ali. 3 wickets to his name. A full toss and finds the fielder in the deep. Wicket number 4. Wasim Ali yet again strikes. Shakil Ahmed, the little dynamite, departs. In control, in command is Renaissance Challengers.
It was a juicy full toss if Shakil could have stayed in his ground. But dancing down the wicket, he made things difficult for him. And he was well caught at deep mid-wicket. With his downfall, things are only getting tougher. And it's only a miracle that can save Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment.
एकदम रहो हाँ ये मारो
Sharfuddin. Faisal and Sharfuddin. A lot depends on them. 6 balls to go. The equation almost out of contention. 28 of 6 deliveries, Sufyan Mahmood. And he will continue to bowl his off cutters and leg cutters to the tail of Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment. Sharfuddin. What a wonderful performance from Renaissance challengers here. They've made 95 look as 125 with the kind of bowling that they've done. Let's not forget almost half of the runs, rather exactly half of the runs have been conceded in 2 overs of Fawad. 34 runs. And misery continues as Sufyan Mahmood does a great bowling act.
Unlucky Sharfuddin hitting straight towards his partner. Sharfuddin came and Sharfuddin gone.
What a wonderful strike was it from Sharfuddin. Although he will have to sacrifice for his partner. The bowling act. Believe that Faisal had not crossed. All said and done, what matters is Sharfuddin is going to be walking back to the dugout without troubling the scorers for a wonderful shot that he played.
Inside edge, racing towards that boundary. It's too late, I believe, for Yalla Shabab.
Extremely late, extremely late. Back of the length, inside edge, and just when it matters, a little bit of luck in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants. Let's not forget that's a round robin. The run rate does matter. Every run matters here. And they would love to capitalize and pick on a few runs in the remaining 3 deliveries. Back of the lane, struck well down the ground. There is a fielder who is going to take a blinder of a catch. Believe it or not, Nadeem is the man there. What a catch. He started with the ball and now he's making things count in the field. Wonderful catching. A full length stretch drive. Mudassir. Complete applaud to Nadeem.
Oh, wanted to go big, but he finds the man running hard, running in, full length dive. Magnificently taken by Nadeem. Sufyan strikes for the second time. Fielding has been brilliant throughout this game by Renaissance challengers. Shah Faisal walks back to the hut 72 for the last of 9.
है ना हमारा भी कभी और लास्ट में डिफिकल्ट होता है 7 बना दिया हां क्या ओए क्योंकि ये वही भाई लगा है तीसरा इनिंग है ना ये शुरू हो गया तीसरा इनिंग है ना तो मतलब तीसरा मैच है ये तभी
Just when we were not getting tired of appreciating Wasim Ali's catch. Nadeem plucks a blinder of a catch. What a catch. Looking for a big heave once again inside edge. This is some very, very good cricket from Renaissance Challengers.
रन रेट भी देखना है भाई सुपी भाई रन रेट भी देखना है
A thinking wicket keeper is telling his captain, run rate bhi dekhna hai bhai. So calculations. We are in the very first game. It's always good as a team, as a unit. You work hard and get those results in your favor.
Struck well, straight down the ground, and that'll allow them to get a couple.
Oh, what a victory. Defending the target of 94 in style. Sufyan Mahmood, brilliant captaincy. And Renaissance Challengers winning this game by margin of 21 runs. Full marks should be given to the spinners the way they bowled in this game. Wasim Ali has been brilliant, 4 wickets to his name. So is Sufyan Mahmood. Nadeem bowled quite well. Lots of positives for Renaissance Challengers. But one man who will be happy sitting in Canada, Aqib Ilyas, he'll be proud of his teammates, what they have done in this game.
What an incredible performance from Renaissance Challengers, especially the fielding unit. The way they fielded, just like tigers, hopping onto, charging onto, picking up, plucking up ball from the thin air. Wonderful, wonderful fielding from Renaissance Challengers. And that's exactly what has been the difference between Yalla Shabab Giants and Renaissance Challengers. One thing that they would need to work on is the way they batted. Talking about the batting card, it's not very impressive. Mujibur started off in style, 14 of 11 for him. And then wickets kept tumbling. Hasnain tried to make an impact, 15 of 11 for him, and Gagan 11 of 10 deliveries. But everybody apart from that just couldn't get the start and just couldn't make it count. And that's exactly where they ended at 73 for the loss of 9.
Fawad Ali, their premier fast bowler, going for plenty of runs, but they do have the services of Nadeem Khan, Imran Ali, Sufyan Mahmood and Wasim Ali. And heroic from Wasim Ali, 4 wickets to his name in his couple of overs, couple of wickets for Sufyan Mahmood. Imran, the off-break bowler, bowled quite well. And look at that economy of 4.50 from the left-arm orthodox Nadeem Khan. Impressive, brilliant, and they played as a good unit here.
Incredible start for Yalla Shabab Giants. They struck with boundaries all round. It looked as if they were going to chase us down in a hurry, and that's exactly where Nadeem came to the party. In the power play, Imran also made things count. It was the day, or rather the evening, when the spinners made things count. Sufyan Mahmood also with his cutters making things count. And then it was Fawad Ali who came to bowl his second over, and he was taken apart. That's exactly where Wasim Ali took control of things. First departing Hasnain ul-Wahab and then getting the better of Gagan. And that's where things went into a lot of trouble.
His spell was a decisive one here for his team. 4 wickets to his name. And then Sufyan Mahmood came in to bowl that final over. A lucky run out by Sufyan Mahmood, and then this happened. A blinder of a catch taken by Nadeem, running hard, putting that extra dive. A brilliant take. Jubilant, excited. So what a game we have witnessed. And let's see the match summary. Renaissance Challengers captain winning the toss, and without other thoughts, he opted to bat first. Pradeep Airy managing 38 of 25, Asif Khan 29. In the middle they have lost the plot, but nonetheless 94 on this track was enough tonight for Renaissance Challengers. Yalla Shabab Giants started off really well. Hasnain ul-Wahab managing 15, Mujibur Ali 14 and Gagan Sodhi 11. But it was clearly the day belongs to, in fact the night belongs to Wasim Ali. Look at that numbers, 2 overs, 3 runs, 4 wickets to his name. Sufyan getting couple of wickets at the end. Renaissance Challengers defending this target of 94 in style, winning this game by margin of 21 runs.
It has been a wonderful evening for Renaissance Challengers. Looked as if they were going to be falling short, Mudassir, but the way they made a comeback, the way they fielded is going to be the highlight of this tournament. This is the third game of the tournament, and this is the first time that there has been a margin where a team has gone down.
The smart captaincy, Pranav, winning the toss and straight away opting to bat first, reading the conditions quite well, as he has noticed the game number 2, the way Thunderous won the defending target of 92. So came out with clear mind, the batsman getting those runs, but incredible piece of bowling from Wasim Ali.
What I would like to point out is I love the captaincy of Sufyan Mahmood, especially after the first over. Most captains, with that 17-run start that Yalla Shabab Giants got, courtesy of that over from the left-arm pacer, the premium left-arm pacer Fawad Ali, would have had fallen shoulders, but he stood tall. He brought in the left-arm spinner, slowed the pace down, slowed the game down, and in turn took capture of the entire second innings. And Yalla Shabab Giants had no answer to his strategies. Even the field settings, the way he got 3 fielders behind square on the offside, 1 player behind square on the leg side, everybody else in front of the square, and a good spread out field. No covers whatsoever. If you want, hit it downtown or try to play out of the box. That was a brilliant strategy as well.
Indeed, and the master stroke was holding Wasim Ali till that 7th over and backing his fast bowler, especially Fawad Ali, giving that power play over, and he went for 18. But he was calm and composed, Sufyan, in the field. And this is how it works as a leader. You need to be calm and composed. You need to lead from the front. A good job has been done. So a couple of points for Renaissance Challengers in their first game. And without wasting much time, let's head down to the sidelines for the post-match presentation. It's Noman Chaudhary out there.
Valiant effort from the bowlers and fielders made sure that Renaissance Challengers defend a modest total of 94. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony of match number 3 that was played between Renaissance Challengers and Yalla Shabab Giants. Batting first, Renaissance Challengers have managed to put on a decent total of 94, and that proved to be enough as they won the game by 21 runs. Talking about the notable performances, Pradeep scoring 38 runs, but the man who stood out, not just with the bat in hand, but also with the ball and in the fielding as well, is Wasim Ali. He's our man of the match, and I would like to call upon Wasim to please come up and he will collect his medallion for Mr. Barani. Brilliant performance this from Wasim Ali, making sure that his team registers first win in the tournament. First up, congratulations, first win, always a decent feeling to get off the mark.
Definitely, it's Alhamdulillah, it was great. It's a good start to the tournament. We were worried about that, but it's all's good right now. So, hey.
Tell us through your bowling performance, 28 for 1 at the end of 2 overs. What was the discussion with the captain? Then you came on to bowl 2 overs, picked up 4 wickets.
We were just trying to go with this only. We were like, it's T10, 1 or 2 bowlers are going to have an off day. You cannot really blame the bowlers for this. So we were ready for this. It was just that how the other guys come around and bowl up. Sufi himself bowled really well, Imran bowled really well, Nadeem bowled really well. Just an off day for Fawad, but I think it was good in the end, a collective good fielding session for us also. So it worked out well for us.
Absolutely fine. Good to see you performing and your team winning. Wishing best of luck for the rest of the matches.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, then that was Wasim Ali, the man of the match, for his blistering all-round performance. That's it from the post-match presentation ceremony. We're going to take a short break. We'll see you on the other side with a live action of game number 4.